Please welcome our next guest, Jessica Bentley, who's a nurse midwife at Novant Health OBGYN right here in Bolivia. How are you today, Jessica?
I'm good, thank you.
Thanks so much for coming on. I know we had a great conversation just the other day, and I'm so excited that we're doing it on TV now.
Thank you. It was so nice to meet you, and I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. Well, let's start by learning a little bit about you. So tell me, how long have you been here at Novant Health? And tell me a little bit about where you went to school.
Okay. So I have been here at the Bolivia location for almost a year. Next month it'll be a year, but I worked in Charlotte for many years as a labor and delivery nurse.
Oh, at which hospital in Charlotte?
Matthews.
Matthews. That's a really nice little hospital.
It's like beautiful.
That. Yeah, yeah. Well, tell me about your education.
So I started as a labor and delivery nurse. Well, originally I was an ICU nurse, and then I transferred up to labor and delivery, and I was a labor and delivery nurse for 18 years, and always knew I wanted to be a bigger voice and a bigger advocate for my patients. So I was in an earthquake in Haiti in 2010, and knew that that was like my push to, okay, yep, you need to go back to school. And I delivered many babies in Haiti, and I knew I wanted to be able to offer more to my patients.
Oh, that's probably another story, and we'll talk about that at some point. Maybe not today, but that Haiti that would be an interesting story. So, most people, I would say probably everyone has heard of nurses. Some may have heard about nurse midwives. And you're both. So tell me what that means. What exactly is a midwife, and how do you get there?
So what's nice about being a nurse midwife is we are nurses by nature, nurses by heart, and we want to take care of a patient as a whole. Like, we don't just see you as a pregnancy. We see everything about you, and we have to take care of mom in order to take care of her family. So that's kind of the beauty of being a nurse midwife, is I'm able to be a provider, but still stay true to my nurse roots and take care of a patient in all of their healthcare needs, from adolescence through late adulthood.
I think that's a very interesting job. It's so well-rounded. You're just, it's more of a holistic approach.
Very
You're taking
much
care
so.
of that whole person, whether it's still in there or on the outside. I hear the word doula. We don't have doulas here at the hospital, but could you talk a little bit about the difference between a doula and a midwife?
So midwives, we are medically trained. So we all have either master's degree in nursing, master's degree in nurse midwifery, or doctorate in nursing. So we are providers, we're nurses,
Right.
We take national certification boards. And doulas are especially trained to be your support person, to be your advocate. So they are going to come in and be your extra person. So maybe your husband or your mom or your best friend is your support person, and they're there to massage your feet and rub your back and help you get into positions, and they know you and they know what you like. But a doula is trained specifically for labor and delivery and pregnancy, so they can help you through that process and be that extra support, that extra voice, that extra cheerleader when you're feeling kind of defeated. So what's beautiful about it is doulas have that extra training to be your advocate and your support person, and then we have the medical background to take care of you and continue your plan of care.
That seems like a lot of people in the room.
It can be, but it takes a village to have a baby, and it takes a village to raise kids, and so you want all those people around you that are going to support you and love you.
Oh, that's interesting. And you say there are educational classes to become a doula?
Yep.
That's, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And then they also have postpartum doulas that can come to your house and help you with infant cares and kind of be those extra hands for you.
What part of being a midwife do you enjoy the most?
It's a hard question, but probably for me, my favorite is watching a new couple come in for their first, or a new mom in general just come in for their first visit, and they're nervous and they're so scared, and to really watch them grow and blossom and go from that fear and excitement to really stepping into themselves and having the strength and the power, and to know that she can trust her body and then to watch them become new parents and just to be part of that process, and then to see them come back in 6 weeks and see they're doing so phenomenal, and to know that that journey has just been so incredible for them.
As you talk and I see the look on your face, I can see how much you enjoy your job.
I do.
But it makes me smile. I'm just
Aw,
like,
thank
oh,
you.
that's what I'm actually teary because it's just such a sweet.
It's that, a great way for me that I always tell new parents too is, you have so many people in your life that want to be in that delivery room. Like your mom wants to be there, your mother-in-law,
Yeah.
your auntie, your sister, whomever it would be. And those people are invited in because you let them in. But we're there because we want to make sure you're safe, to make sure your baby's safe, to make sure everything goes the way it's supposed to nourish and cheer you on and keep you where you need to be. But really, it's such an honor that we are invited into all these birthday parties and to be part of all these families' stories and all these families' journeys.
Wow. I'm curious about your particular practice. So if a patient is coming for their first appointment, are they able to choose which avenue they want to go, whether it be midwifery or an obstetrician?
Absolutely.
Is that possible
Absolutely.
in your practice?
And at any point throughout their pregnancy, if they say, you know what, I really like this philosophy where my midwife is going to be with me more, because the word midwife is really with women.
Yeah.
So, and she's going to bring me on this journey and be there for more of the process. At any point in pregnancy, from the first visit to up until the very last visit, she can say, yep, I really want this type of care for my body.
What happens if it's time for delivery and maybe you're not on call, or how does that work?
So we have 3 midwives currently, and we're getting a 4th. And so if we'll put special notes in your chart to say, yes, so-and-so would like to be a midwife patient. We've predominantly seen them. They let the nurses know on admission that they would like a midwife here for a delivery. They will call us, and between the 3 of us, and soon to be 4 of us, we will do our darndest to be there. Of course, life happens. One of us might be out of town or something like that. Right, but hopefully now that our numbers are increasing, we're able to offer more and more services to women.
I know today, the focus of our show today is kind of on advanced practice professionals, which you are one of. And I'm curious about how your relationship with your physicians, how is that work?
Right.
And it seems like a huge collaboration to me.
Yep, we have to work as a team. Not just one of us is in charge, so to speak, or one of us is the all-knowing, because we all come from a different background. Well, coming from a nursing background, we're going to look at everything a little bit more holistically. We're going to be looking at the whole picture a little bit better. We're not just solely focused on the heart or the uterus or the bones. So being a nurse practitioner is such a specialty in itself, because we all still have our heart and soul in the nursing profession. None of us will ever say we are not nurses. That will always, I'll speak for myself, right? That I will never not identify as a nurse. And so we really get to take care of you as a whole, but when we need more specialized, or we need to kind of zero in and really take the team approach to care, which every one of us really needs a team to take care of us at some point in our lives, whether it's a healthy pregnancy or someone who's unfortunately sick. And so by bringing in the 2 sides, we each are going to have a different view on what's going on with the patient and how to care for the patient. And you really can sit down and talk about it and say, well, I like this, or you like this, or what if we do this together, to come up with the right approach to each problem.
Wow. There's just so many questions I have, and we're out of time. But thank you so much you've been a great guest, by the way.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
And I love this topic of midwifery, and it seems to be growing in popularity, and I know it is here at Novant Health Brunswick Medical Center. So I hope you'll come back.
Absolutely.
And I really want to have you back to talk about your time in Haiti. And
absolutely.
That's
my second most favorite place in the world to be.
Well, great. Well, thank you again for being here. It was great to have you.
Thank you so much.